Another quick story about Bob, one of the funniest individuals that I've ever known, one of my best friends. If you remember, Bob is the one who came up with the great security system of leaving a 3-inch pocket knife on a bench while asleep to protect yourself. He's also the one who whacked somebody in the head with like a 4-foot log after they made fun of him for a year. He's also the one I talked about in New York City and his adventures there. Here's another quick story about Bob. Well, it was our second year of college, and this is the early 2000s, like before 2005 for sure. And back then, not even everybody had a cell phone. Most people did, but they were those, either a flip phone, it was those old brick Nokia phones, that sort of thing. But they cost a lot back then. And so anyway, somehow Bob had lost his cell phone that his parents had bought him. And so they still wanted him to, they were really upset with him, but they wanted him to have a way to get in touch with him. So what they did was they got him a used phone, a very used phone. This phone had kind of been beat up, but the point is, we're sitting around at our buddy's apartment one night. It gets to be about 1:30 in the morning, and for some reason, Bob is just opens his cell phone and starts clicking in the contacts. He says, somebody left, whoever this was, left their contacts in here. It's got like Mom, Dad, Jane, whoever's got several names in there, but he comes across one that says Papaw. And us being terrible people, I guess, decided that he should call Papaw. He should call Papaw, whoever this person's Papaw is, at 1:30 in the morning. And so he dials the number, and we can hear it ringing. He's holding it up so we can all hear, and we hear it ringing. It rings about 5 times. This older lady answers the phone. You can tell it's an older woman, and she says, hello? And immediately Bob just says, Meemaw! Meemaw! What are you doing? I haven't seen you in forever. And this lady says, what? Yeah, it's been a long time, yeah. She says, how you gonna forget your favorite grandkid? Oh, no, I didn't. Well, what have you been doing? And she just says something like, well, we just been, sitting around, nothing. How have you been? How have you been? And he's like, oh, I've been good. I've been good. I've been down here at college. Been down here learning. They're teaching me a lot, me and Ma. And I've been down here and I've just been thinking about you, and I just wanted to give you a call. And then he says, where's Papaw? And the lady says, well, he's in the bed. Says, what is he doing in the bed? Go and get him up. Let me talk to him. Let me talk to Papaw. And so this lady, poor old lady, actually goes apparently and gets her husband up. So you hear the man get on the phone. You get this older man who's clearly been asleep on the phone. And then Bob says, Papaw, what are you doing? And you can't really hear what he says. He says, what are you doing up? You get yourself to bed. You know it's too late for you to be up. And the guy, he kind of grumbles like that right there. He says, put Mamaw back on the phone. And so you hear the old lady get back on the phone. Mamaw, what are you doing up? What are you doing up? It's too late for you to be up. You go to bed. I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, I'm down here. I'm learning. I'm in college. I'm learning. You get yourself to bed. Tell Papaw to get to bed. And we're all sitting there dying laughing. And I know this was a terrible, terrible prank. It was a terrible to do this to this older couple. Finally, toward the end, I think that they figured out that, in fact, this was not someone that they knew, because they started talking a bit differently. But it's one of the funniest things that I've ever heard, that I've ever seen. Especially when he said, Pat, where's Papaw? Why is he in the bed? You get him up. And as soon as Papaw gets on the phone, he says, Papaw, what are you doing up? You know you're not supposed to be up this late. Anyway, another story about Bob.